Well, time to change the oil. No, I mean change the oil. I'll explain in a minute. What's up, guys? It is finally bright and sunny on this fine Saturday, and I come to a realization this week, and I'll explain as I go. This video is not going to be long. I'm not going to film changing the oil. I'm just going to talk about the oil. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. I'd appreciate it if you click that like button and the subscribe button and click that notification bell for me, please. But anyway, what am I talking about? Well, I've been using Opti4 oil. I thought that was a fairly well-known oil. It's not. Not many people even know about it, except for, I think, what I've talked about on YouTube, because if you go to YouTube, there's only 2 videos, and one of those don't have any audio to it. So I'm going to explain in just a minute what I'm talking about, but first I need to get prepared so I can do this the right way. All right, what am I talking about? Well, ever since this machine, this is a Gravely 452, it's a ProTurn 452. From day one, I have used Opti4 oil in this machine. The reason I used it in this machine, and I've got it in my 300 also, is simply because Opti4, or the company that produces Opti4 oil, claims that they will double the warranty of your engine if you use their oil. I didn't really understand how they could do that, but I went along with it. I have bought this oil, as I said, from day one. As a matter of fact, let me show you on the camera. I'm just going to take you off the tripod real quick. If you look, you will see an Opti4 oil sticker on the engine, because it's been used in this engine from the day it was bought and brand new. It had, I think, 0.2 hours on it. Now you may say, well, what's the difference between motor oil for a lawnmower and motor oil for your car? Well, I didn't understand it either. But what I did some research, and it's common knowledge in the mower industry, and as far as mechanics goes, that small engine oil has a lot of zinc in it. And the reason why is because these engines are built to certain tolerances. The connecting rod that goes from the piston to the crankshaft, it does not have a bearing in it like a car does. Itself is a bearing. And in order to prevent excessive wear very quickly, you need a lot of zinc in the oil. Now, the reason they don't put zinc in conventional synthetic car or vehicle motor oil is because zinc destroys catalytic converters. That's why. And they don't want that to happen, and so they put a little zinc in it, but not enough to really damage anything in the exhaust system. So I went to buy this oil again to change the oil in this machine, because the oil has got 127 hours on it. Now that's a little excessive, yes, for the age of this mower, but they claim that this oil will go 150 hours. So I felt like I was well within the time frame that it needed to be changed. When I went to buy it, it was sky high. Now, this stuff is made in the United States, so tariffs don't have anything to do with it. I wanted to address that right off the bat. This stuff is made in the United States of America. So why is it so expensive? I don't know. But the last time I bought a gallon of it, it was, I think it was $59 a gallon, which to me is excessive anyway. But this time when I went to buy it, it was $90 a gallon. That's too much. That is absolutely unacceptable. It's too much. It's too much money. It's too high. Now, can you put value on prolonging the life of your engine? No, but there are better choices. There are cheaper choices. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Not putting this back in the mower anymore. I'm going with this instead. I'm going with Amsoil small engine oil. This is highly recommended for small engines. If you're looking for a better, cheaper alternative than this that contains the amount of zinc that a lawnmower engine needs, this is a good option. This oil claims it's 10W30. Now, there's a lot of debate on whether what viscosity you should use. Well, in the climate I'm in North Carolina, I'm 22 miles east of Fort Bragg. In the climate I live in, they recommend anywhere from 10W30 to 20W50. Well, to me, 20W50 is just a little bit too thick, especially in wintertime when we do have temperatures that drop down into the teens. So I talked to a Kawasaki rep at the dealership I deal with, and they said 10W30 was more than sufficient. So that's what I'm going with. This is 10W30. So I'm not changing viscosities as far as the brand. I'm going with the same viscosity, but here's the difference. This is $25 a quart. This is $11.99 a quart, and it's better oil. So I'm gonna get the oil changed in this thing, and that's what we're gonna do. This is the direction we're going. I'm going from now on. Now, as I said, my 300 is still under warranty, so I'm going to continue using the Opti4 oil. Whether they will honor the warranty if anything ever happens to the engine or not, I have no clue. I don't know. That's another reason why I'm not putting this back in this machine. It is no longer under warranty. So anyway, that's what I wanted to bring to you guys. I found this alternative. I run Amsoil in my work truck, Clifford, but I've never ever thought about, do they make a small engine oil? And come to find out they do. And just so you can see it on the bottle, and I'll make sure it's in the shot the way it's supposed to be. If you see right there, it says it will go up to 200 hours. Now, let me address one more thing. I do not wait 15,000 hours, which is what Amsoil says that you can go to. I do not wait 15,000 hours to change the oil in my truck. That's ludicrous. I'm also not going to go to 200 hours on this. I'm going to change it at 120 to 125 hours like I always have. And the main reason is, even with the additives in here, if you go prolonged periods of time, the additives begin to break down because of the heat. Now, I will say this. I've heard from several different YouTubers that these engines run extremely hot, 350, 400 degrees. Well, I ran this one yesterday, and I checked the temperature difference between the block and where the spark plugs are. The block was 162 degrees. The spark plug, and I checked the one on this side that I'm on, the operational side, the discharge side, so to speak, and the temperature at the spark plug was only 214 degrees. The temperature on the muffler at the exit was 434 degrees. And the reason why is because you've got two cylinders feeding into that muffler. That's why it gets so excessively hot. The block only gets to about 162 to 165 degrees, and where the spark plug is on the cylinder only got to about 214 degrees. So 214 to 214, that's 428 degrees going into the muffler. But the block itself does not get that hot. But still, even I mean, when you crank these things up and you start cutting, you rev it wide open, it's at that RPM until you're done. Unless you stop and pick up a limb or pick up a piece of trash and you idle it down. Other than that, they're running full tilt, full throttle all day long until you cut them off. And that is the reason why I will not go 200 hours on this oil. I got this oil from a local dealer, and I paid $13, after taxes, I paid $13 a quart for this. That is a much more reasonable price than $25 before taxes. So, that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you learned something. That is my goal. My goal is every video I do to either entertain you or to teach you something. And I hope that anybody out there that watches this video, whether you be one of my subscribers, I hope you will be, and shame on you if you're not. Subscribing is free. It doesn't cost a dime. I hope to see you around on the funny pages, guys. This is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until the next one, guys, have a good one.